Hello everyone, thank you all so much for joining in. This is Dylan from the Trinidad channel, and I'm super excited for this video because in this one I'm going to show you how to harvest corn. Now this is the second time of me filming this intro video because about a week and a half ago I had filmed the original one and then I looked back and I saw that the audio was all messed up. So I'm filming it again. The corn that you're going to see in the video is not going to be these completely dead stalks that you're seeing here. You're going to see them when they had still some life in them. But the purpose of this video, following last week's video, which was about growing your own organic corn at home and affordably so, and of course organically so, is that I want you all to see what not to do when you are harvesting corn, and then what to do, as in when is your corn ready to harvest, when is it past the due date and you really shouldn't have let it stay so long, and when is it too young so that you should leave it a little bit longer and let it mature some more. So I really hope that you enjoy this one, and as always I hope that you learned something from this video. Let's do it. Now I planted this corn in stages, so we actually have corn that was planted really long ago, right? About 4 months ago, which is way too long for corn. Normally corn is a 3-month kind of crop. We have some corn that is that was planted about 3 months ago, so those would be, you know, perfect to, hopefully, fingers crossed, perfect to harvest. And then we have 1 or 2 in the back there that were planted just around 6 to 7 weeks ago. So you're going to have corn that is hard, right? That's basically showing you how not to let your corn get and, you know, harvest it before it gets to the stage where you see all of these dry leaves on it. We're going to have some corn that is theoretically perfect for harvesting. If you look at those there, you don't really see any big set of dry leaves on them. And then some corn over here, that is okay. So come in here and look at this corn here that's theoretically supposed to be good, right? You can see the entire cob itself is green, nice and green, but its silk is really dry. And you can see the silk being really dry and coming out really easily from the corn itself. So that tells me that this corn is mature and ready to be eaten theoretically. All right, so we're going to harvest it. Let's bend it down like this. Okay, so that's our corn. Okay, so let's peel this back and see what kind of corn we got. Remember, as I said in my growing guide, that that pollination can be an issue with corn. Right, let's see if it was. Okay, so as we can see here, perfect pollination. All right, and that's because of the things that we talked about in our grain guide, where you make sure and have your tassels, all your different corn, so that you can have different tassels near to each other, so that, remember, each of these silk, if you come in closely, the silk itself goes back to a kernel. So these still get pollinated by the tassels, and that's what produces your nice cob of corn. Okay, so now we're going to look at a corn that's way past the due date, that should have been picked probably a month ago. Didn't pick it because I wanted to show you all how it can get when you leave it for too long. So first and foremost, first indicator, you see all of these dry leaves, is really a sign that it's been too long. Now the tassels are of course going to be dry because the time has been passed. All right, we're going to take this down. It looks really old as well, all of that I can tell you. So let's just open this up really quickly because the rain is coming down on us now. Okay, so there we go. So pollination itself is good, but this is going to be fairly hard, right? Doesn't mean that you can't eat it. It's not rotted. There's some worm damage over here that's very common with corn. Or water damage, one or the other. But basically, the way that you could eat this now is you could roast it. Roasted corn that's gotten sort of past the due date is generally pretty good for most people who have the teeth and can manage to eat it. Okay, so while we wait on the rain, I just wanted to show you all the difference between the hard and the soft corn. So of course, hard means it's been too long on the tree itself. So you can see the difference in color between the two. This one is going to be fine for boiling or roasting. This one probably only roasting. If not, you can probably leave these seeds for next year. might be okay. I'm not sure if it's at that point yet of being used for seed, but the point is, harvest your corn on time to get the proper use out of it, and don't let this happen to your corn. Another test that you can do is trying to break a kernel. So just kind of squeeze it in. So this is the soft one. So this is what's going to happen if the corn is nice and edible, right? You can squeeze your finger in and you can see nice milk coming out. This is a bit harder than you'd probably want to pick it, but it's definitely kitchen worthy. All right. Look at what happens when I try to do it on this hard one. It's like that's all my strength and it's not even doing anything to the kernel itself. That tells me that this is way too hard. I don't even know if I can roast this anymore. Okay, so the rain is not stopping at all. So I'm gonna go get the last corn, which is the one that's too young, and I'm gonna show you how it is. So you can see here these tassels are nowhere near ready. All right. Okay, so sorry that the rain disturbed the video, but I really hope that you got the gist of what I was saying with regards to when you're harvesting your corn, that you want to make sure that you time your corn as soon as those tassels get nice and dry. Pick your corn, don't wait until it gets super hard like the one that I showed you all, and don't pick your tassels when they're way too young, like how nice and white and almost lily white as the young one that I showed you all. Don't pick it yet, wait until it gets nice and dark and dry, and then you can enjoy your corn boiled on a cob, roasted, however you want to enjoy your corn. I remember to check out last week's video on growing corn organic, super easy and affordable. And let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm happy to respond to them in the comments below, or send me a message on Instagram. And remember, we're also now on TikTok, so you can go and check us out and see the videos that are posting from our garden. Super happy to share the content from our garden with you all, and I'm so happy to see what's going on in your garden. So continue tagging us and sending us messages with your pictures of your garden and your harvest. We're super happy to see you getting up and getting growing. Remember, if you know someone who could benefit from this information, share this video with them and encourage them to become more sustainable, help them to be able to support themselves, support their families with fresh, homegrown, organic food. Remember, as always, this has been Dylan from the Trinidad channel, reminding you to get up and get growing. Take care.